Warning! This video contains spoilers for the upcoming Pokemon Sword and Shield games, and this includes every Pokemon that will be included and all the Pokemon that were cut out. So if you do not wish to be spoiled, please click off the video. So after a huge amount of leaks that have been coming out in the past few weeks, this is the major one. This video, I'm just going to be going down the list of just all the Pokemon that are in the game and all the Pokemon that they unfortunately decided to disgracefully cut out. As well as pretty much like any inputs or thoughts or opinions that I may have on the matter. But without further ado, let's get started with the first generation of Pokemon. In this video, I'm going to be focusing primarily on the ones that were cut out. But if you want to know which ones were included, here's a whole picture right here of just all the ones that are included for each region. This is the one for Generation 1, but we'll be moving on to the other generations after this. Those are the ones that are included. Now let's go on to the ones that are excluded, and this is very unfortunate, guys, and I really apologize. So the ones that are not included in this game are the Bulbasaur line, not in the game. None of them. They're not in the game. Squirtle lineup, not in the game. Caterpie, I'm sorry, not Caterpie. Caterpie's in the game. The Weedle lineup's not in the game for, I don't know. I really don't know. Pidgey lineup's not in the game. They're all gone, cut. Rattata lineup gone, Spearow lineup gone, Ekans gone, Sandshrew lineup gone. Both Nidoran lineups are not included in Pokemon Sword and Shield. I cannot begin to tell you how genuinely upset I am that neither Nidoqueen or Nidoking will be in this next generation console Pokemon game. Jigglypuff is not in this game. Which means Wigglytuff's not in this game, and now there's Igglybuff. I really don't understand, because Jigglypuff's a fan favorite, and Zubat lineup not in the game, which means we don't have Crobat either. Paris lineup gone, Venonat gone, Psyduck lineup gone, Mankey lineup gone, Poliwag lineup not in the game for some reason. Abra lineup is not in the game! They took out Kadabra and Alakazam, which are some of the coolest psychic types ever, and they're not in the game. It makes no sense. Oh, Mega Alakazam not in the game. Let me think. Bellsprout lineup gone, which is an automatic failure because grass types are awesome and they've been excluding a lot of them. Victreebel is one of the coolest. Not in the game. Tentacool lineup gone. Geodude lineup gone, so no Golem. We can't have Golem in the game. Slowpoke lineup gone, which means we can't have Slowking either. Magnemite lineup not in the game, which means you can't have Magnezone either. Doduo lineup gone, Seal lineup gone, Grimer lineup doesn't matter, not there. Mega Gengar not in the game. Well, just to jump the gun a bit here, there are no Megas in this game. They were all cut out, and I know this is old news, but just let that sink in, because as we go through these generations, we're going to see just how many Mega Evolutions they decided to put so much time and care into, making the designs look awesome and incorporating them into the game, only for them to not be available to use at all in this next generation Pokemon game. So let that sink in, because there's a lot of them. Drowsy lineup not in the game. Voltorb Electrode gone. Executor gone, which means we can't have Alolan Executor either, and just to jump the gun a bit again, there are no Alolan forms in this game either, so if you really like those forms that, again, they spent so much effort in designing them to include them in the games, we can't have them. No Alolan forms. Which means the next lineup, Marowak, Cubone, no Alolan forms for them either, so we can't have that awesome looking Marowak, Alolan Marowak, in the game. Lickitung, not in the game, which means Licky Licky's not in the game either. Get this. Chansey's not in the game. No Chansey. You know what that means? That every Pokemon Center we go to will not have a Chansey. Well, maybe they will have a Chansey, but maybe we won't be able to have Chansey. I don't know. I really don't know. It just makes no sense to me that we can't have a Chansey in a game that has Pokemon Centers. Like, that means no Blissey or Happiny either, because they're part of the lineup. No Tangela, which means no Tangrowth either. Kangaskhan gone, Mega Kangaskhan obviously not gone because there's no Megas in this game. Horsey, Seadra gone, the Staryu lineup, both of them gone, which makes no sense because they're one of the coolest water types ever and they're not in the game. Scyther lineup gone, which means no Caesar in it. Caesar's not in the game! Why is Caesar not in the game? It makes no sense. Caesar is one of the coolest bug types ever, and they cut him out. Ugh. Jynx, not in the game, which means Smoochum's not in the game either, because it's part of the lineup. Electivire, not in the game, which makes no sense, because it's one of the coolest electric types ever, which means Electivire's not in the game either. Magmar, cut. No Magmortar either. Pinsir, gone. Mega Pinsir, obviously, because there's no Megas. Tauros, gone. Mega Gyarados, gone. Porygon, gone, which means we can't have Porygon 2 or Porygon Z in the game. No Omanite or Omastar. Kabuto lineup gone. Aerodactyl gone. Just to jump the gun another time, there are no fossil Pokemon in this game. Every single fossil Pokemon in existence has been completely removed, cut out from this game. We can't have Omanite, we can't have Omastar, we can't have Armaldo, or Cradily, or Rampardos, or Bastiodon. None of them. They're all gone. We cannot have them in the game, and it makes no sense. The legendary birds are not in this game. Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres, gone, cut. Get this! They cut out the Dratini line! No Dragonite! Dragonite is my second favorite Pokemon in existence, and they're not in the game. That is the most unfortunate, terrible. Ugh. They decided to include other dragons, which we'll get to later, but not Dragonite? Not Dragonite. Really? Okay. Mewtwo's not in the game, which makes no sense, because he's Mewtwo, and he's probably the most popular legendary ever, and he's not in this game. No Mega Mewtwo X and Y, unfortunately, because no Megas in this game, so if you liked them in the previous games, well, too bad you can't have them. Mew. There's a rumor going around that Mew was added because the Galar region has 400 Pokemon. There are some rumors that are saying that Mew is the 401, like number 401. Apparently, I don't know if that's true. I don't know if those sources are credible, but what's for sure is that this whole Pokedex that I'm showing you right now, this is the confirmed leaked Pokedex of the Galar region. So this is it, guys. And to jump the gun one last time, no legendaries. No legendaries. Yeah, that's right. No Articuno, no legendary birds, no Mewtwo, no Mew, no Lugia or Ho-Oh, no legendary dogs, no Weather Trio, no super legendaries, no... I'm sorry, the super ancient Pokemon, as they're known, no Rayquaza, Groudon, Kyogre. None of them. There are no other legendaries that can be transferred over to this game. No legendaries. So, just right off the bat... Oh, and another thing I forgot to mention, no starters. No starters in this game. You can't transfer any starters to this game at all, with the exception of Charizard. Why? Because he has a Gigantamax. That's it. So, just to reiterate, there are no starters. None, with the exception of Charizard. There are no Alolan forms, there are no fossil Pokemon, and there are no legendaries. Please tell me again why people are excited for this game. Makes no sense to me. But anyway, moving on to Generation 2. If you want to know the Generation 2 Pokemon that are included in this game, here you go. If you want to pause the video real quick just to take a look at them, feel free. But like I said, I'm focusing more primarily on the ones that are removed. These are the cut Pokemon, guys. Starters, all gone, as I mentioned before. Sentret, Furret, not there. Ledian, gone. Spinarak, Ariados, gone. No Crobat, because Zubat's not in the game. Igglybuff's gone, because no Jigglypuff. The Mareblind for Ampharos, not in the game. Cut out. One of the most popular electric types ever, at least from what I've seen, from the community anyway. Not in the game. You can't have Ampharos. No Mega Ampharos because there's no Megas. Marill, which means you can't have a Azumarill. No Azumarill and no Politoed. Gone. One of the coolest water types in the game are just disappeared. Hoppip lineup, not in the game. Apom, not in the game, which means no Ambipom either. Sunkern lineup, not in the game. Yanma, not in the game, which means we can't have Yanmega either. Honchkrow, I'm sorry, Murkrow and Honchkrow are not in the game, neither of them. Slowking, not in the game because we can't have Slowpoke. Mischievous, not in the game. Unknown, which makes no sense because for the most part, Unknown are in almost every Pokemon game, so the fact that they cut that out here makes no sense to me. Girafarig, not in the game. Pineco lineup, not in the game. Dunsparce, gone. Gligar, gone, which means no Gliscor either, which... Oh, why? Gliscor is so cool. Mega Steelix, obviously, because there's no Megas. Snubbull, Gramble, not in the game. Caesar's gone. Why Caesar? Caesar's in my top 6. He's gone, no longer there. Heracross, not in the game, really? Like, what? How dare you? No Teddy Ursaring, which if you like Pokemon XD and you had him in your party, sorry, you can't transfer that over to the next generation of Pokemon. Slugma, Magcargo, not in the game. Skarmory, one of the best competitive Pokemon ever, is not in the game. They cut him out. Houndour, Houndoom, gone. Kingdra, gone. Phanpy lineup, disappeared. Porygon 2's gone, which means no Porygon Z. Stantler, gone. Smeargle, Smoochum, Alakid, Magby, yeah, Magby, Miltank. Miltank's gone. No Blissey? Come on, man. He's such a wall and competitive, and now we can't use her, like... Ugh. The dogs are gone, all legendaries are gone. Can't use them. If you really like Lugia, sorry, you can't have them. Makes no sense. Ugh. Anyway, so those are the ones that were cut out, as well as the ones that were included. Generation 3. These are the ones that are included. Generation 3 is my favorite generation, so you can imagine my disappointment when I saw the ones that were cut out. So, let's start with the starters. All gone. Can't use them, because you can't have any starters from any other generations in this game. What else? Poochyena lineup, gone. Wurmple, from both lineups, gone. You can't have Beautifly or Dustox. Tailo, gone, which makes no sense, because Tailo and Swellow are way cooler than, like, Pidgey or Pidove, even, which makes no sense to me. Surskit and Masquerade, gone, not in the game. Shroomish and Breloom are not in the game! One of the coolest grass types ever, because it has an awesome typing, and it's not even in the game, like... Oh, man. Slakoth gone. Lineup makes no sense because it's one of the cooler lineups ever. Whisper lineup gone because, I don't know, Exploud's awesome. Hariyama, can't have him because, yeah, they took him out. Azurill, Nose Pass, which means no Probopass. Skitty and Dullcatty gone. Sableye. Well, they kept Sableye, normal Sableye, but Mega Sableye's not here. They kept Mawile, but not Mega Mawile because no Megas. Aron, gone. Lairon, also gone. Aggron. The entire Aron lineup is gone! Why would they remove Aggron? Aggron's one of those popular steel types. Everybody loves Aggron. Aggron's the coolest. Mega Aggron, obviously gone. Metatype, Medicham. Super awesome. Not in the game. I think I'm starting to see a trend here. I think every Pokemon that had a Mega Evolution is not in this game. I could be super wrong about that, but that's the pattern I'm seeing here. Well, actually no, because they kept Gardevoir, and Gardevoir is a Mega. Okay, never mind. So for the most part, those who did have Megas are not in this game. For the most part. At least from what I've seen, because... I don't know, man. It's just super unfortunate. +1 Minun, not in the game, so if you wanted a full team of Pikachus from all the different generations, you can't have them because +1 Minun are gone, they're cut. Volby and Illumise, not in the game. Twilight lineup, not here. Sharpedo's not in this game. Which is shocking, because you had a 2x surf speed in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. And it just made traveling a whole lot faster. You can't have them. Numel, Camerupt, not here. Which makes no sense, because he's one of the cooler fire types. One of the only fire types in Generation 3. Spoink, Grumpig, gone. Doesn't matter. Disappear. Spinda, Cacnea lineup, gone. No Altaria. Really? They just keep removing dragon types. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Zangoose and Seviper, not in the game. Fossil Pokemon, Lileep, Cradily, Anorith, Armaldo, not in the game. Castform, gone. That means all its forms too. Kecleon, gone. Shuppet and Banette are gone. And that one has a Mega too, so yeah, I'm sensing a pattern here. Check this out. The Bagon lineup is not in the game. The Beldum lineup is not in the game. If you want Salamence or Metagross, too bad. They're not in the game. It makes... Oh, they're such fan favorites. Everybody loves Salamence and Metagross. They're some of the coolest Pokemon ever made, but they're not in the game. No Regis. Latios are gone. No super ancient Pokemon. Gone. No Jirachi, no Deoxys. All gone. All of it. Makes no sense, guys. Makes 0 sense to me, because these are such cool Pokemon. Like, all of them. And I know how, like, I have a slight bias because it's Generation 3, but... Man, like, Breloom, Swellow, Exploud, Hariyama... Like, just to name a few, they're all gone. Just Metagross, come on, man. Like, makes no sense to me. To Generation 4, these are the ones that are included. So if you want to look at that real quick, you can. That's where the positives end, ladies and gentlemen. Let's move on to the ones that are cut. All the starters. The Starly lineup, which makes no sense to me, because Starly and Staraptor are way better than Pidove and all the other ones. It's terrible decisions. No Bidoof and B-Barrel, so for you that love the memes are gone. Can't have memes in the game anymore. Kricketot, Kricketune, one of the coolest Pokemon cries ever. Can't hear it. Nope. Shinx lineup gone. Oh, why? Yeah. Luxray is one of the coolest electric types ever. They took out Ampharos, now they're taking out Luxray. Like, it's like they're doing it on purpose, almost. All the fossil Pokemon gone. Rampardos, Bastiodon. Burmy, all the Burmies, all the Remedams, can't have him off him. Pachirisu. Pachirisu? Haven't they taken out every Pikachu-related Pokemon from every generation out? That's what I've been seeing. Like, the +1 Minun are gone, Pachirisu's gone. Like, yeah, I mean, they... Why? I don't understand. And I think Emolga's cut too, just to jump the gun. But, oh man, that's weird. Weasel, if you like the anime, forget it, because Weasel's not in here, Fossil's gone. If you like the anime, Ambipom's not in here either. If you like the anime, Baniri's not... I really don't understand. These are prime Pokemon in the anime. And if you're a huge fan of the anime and you wanted to make an anime-based team, then you can't, because most of the anime Pokemon are just not in the game. They're cut, they're gone. You can't have Baniri, you can't have Ambipom, you can't have, like, Floatzel and stuff. Like, you can't even have the starters, so, like, well, you can't make any teams. Like, Miss Maggie is gone, Honchkrow, dead. Glameow, Perugly are gone, but I guess that's fine. Chingling, Happiny are gone, because they're babies. What else? Chatot, Spiritomb, gone. Check this out. The Garchomp lineup, gone. Which makes no sense, because Garchomp's one of the most favorite Pokemon ever. And if they were to have a Cynthia battle in this game, then Cynthia can't have Garchomp. Which means we'll never see a Cynthia battle. We know that for a fact, because you can't have Cynthia without Garchomp. Like, that doesn't go together. You can't just have it. It makes no sense. The Megas are gone, obviously. Carnivine, not in the game, so if you like the anime, again, you can't have them. Finneon, Lumineon, not in the game. Megas. Okay, check this out. A majority of the new evolutions that were introduced in Gen 4, not in the game. You can have Magnezone, you can't have Licky, no Tangrowth, Electivire, Magmortar, Yanmega, Gliscor, Porygon Z, Probopass, gone. Like, I don't know what Game Freak was thinking, man. Like, these are some fan favorites. Like, who doesn't love Gliscor, or Porygon Z, or Electivire, or Magmortar? These are cool Pokemon. Like, and all the legendaries gone. None of them are in the game. Not even the one who created all Pokemon, supposedly, is in the game. None of them. This is very hard for me, man. Like, No Luxray, no Rampardos, Ambipom, Floatzel. Like, come on, man. It's very unfortunate, and I know a lot of Gen 4 people are going to be upset, but that's just how it is. Generation 5! They kept a lot of Generation 5 Pokemon, which I assume is because Generation 5 has like over 150, so they had to choose from over 150, so pretty much they had to choose basically half. So these are all the ones that are included. If you want to pause the video to look at them, you can. They kept Hydreigon and Haxorus, but they didn't keep Dragonite? Really? I don't think I'm ever going to get over that. The fact that they didn't add Dragonite in this game makes literally 0 sense to me. That's just ridiculous. But here are the ones that were cut, ladies and gentlemen. No Victini, because no legendaries. No starters, because no starters. Patrat. No, none of them. Lillipup, gone. No Stoutland. Gone. None of the monkeys. None of them. Granted, they weren't fan favorites, but come on, some people like them. Blitzel, Zebstrika, gone. Autono. You can't grind Autonos anymore for experience points. Sawaddle, Lebanese, not in the game. That's an automatic fail because grass types are the bomb.com. Venipede's gone. Petalil, and Lilligant? Lilligant's one of the coolest grass types ever. Not in the game. The Sandile lineup, not in the game. No Crocodile. One of the coolest looking, boss looking Pokemon ever in Generation 5, and it's not even in the game. No fossil Pokemon. Can't have the turtle. Can't have the Archaeopteryx Pokemon. Gone. All of them. I know their names, by the way. It's Caracosta and Archeops, but yeah, I love dinosaurs, man. So the fact that they're taking them out makes no sense. Zora and Zoroark are not in the game? What? They had a whole movie for them and they're not even in the game. That's so weird. They have Ducklet, Swanna gone. Deerling, Saucebuck. Emolga, you see Emolga's not in it, so that means almost every form of Pikachu in each generation is not in the game. Ridiculous. Moongus, or Amoongus, not in the game. Alamamola, not in the game. The Electros lineup, Tynamo, Electric? Yeah. Tynamo, Electric, Electros, not in the game. All gone. Which makes no sense because Electros is one of the most popular electric types, coolest electric types ever, but he's not in the game. Cryogonal, not in the game. No Mienfoo or Mienshao. What? One of the coolest fighting types ever. Druddigon, not in the game. Buffalont, Buffalint, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Not here. Larvesta, Volcarona's not in this game. One of the coolest fire types, one of the coolest typings, Bug Fire, not in the game. All the legendaries, gone. None of them. Can't use them. Want to see how awesome Reshiram looks in current generation? You can't, sorry. You want to see how awesome white Kyurem looks? Black Kyurem? Can't. Want to see the Meloetta forms? You can't. None of them. Gone. That's unfortunate, man. Like, it makes no sense. Generation 6. Here are the ones that are included. I don't know all these Pokemons. Well, I know their names. But if I butcher one by accident, I apologize because this was my recent generation. Alright, here it is, ladies and gentlemen. These are every single Mega that they decided to remove for this game because they were just too darn lazy to add them in. Look at all these Mega Evolutions. All these unique designs that were specifically made for each individual Pokemon to make them more, to make them better to use in combat for the competitive scene. Trashed. None of them matter. None of it matters because now we have bigger Pokemon. Godzilla-sized Pokemon. Because that's certainly better. So, say goodbye to all those Mega Evolutions. Doesn't exist anymore. All of them are gone. All the starters, if you wanted Ashgra Ninja in the game, and you wanted to see how that looked, too bad, can't have them. Gone. What else? So we have the birds, Talonflame. You can't have priority Brave Bird anymore. Vivian, can't have them. Pyroar gone. The Florges lineup gone. Skiddo and Go-Go gone. Furfrou, can't have them. Dragouge gone. Clawitzer gone. The fossil Pokemon are gone, which makes no sense because they're dinosaurs, and dinosaurs are awesome, but they can't be in the game. Dedenne, another Pikachu clone, also not in the game, so I think all the Pikachu clones are not in this game. Which is, oh man, that makes no sense. That's insane. This, I think it's Carbink, I can't remember. This thing's not here. Klefki's gone, and all the legendaries, not in the game. No Zygarde forms. Gone. Diancie, doesn't matter. Diancie, I don't know how you pronounce it. Hoopa, no Hoopa forms, gone. And Volcanion, which had their own movies. None of them are in the game, so... And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, Generation 7. This generation, I don't know any of their names. I know maybe some of them, but for the most part, I really don't know because they didn't play Sun and Moon. But if you want to know which ones were included, here's the full picture of which ones are in. All these starters gone. The Toucan gone, out of here. This Trump-looking thing. This is the only that I can compare it to because I don't know the name. Crabrawler guy, which is the ugliest looking Pokemon in the world, which I'm kind of glad they just didn't put in, but still. The Dancing Birds. Not in the game, none of them. Rockruff? And Lycanroc? I don't know how to pronounce the other one, but those awesome looking Pokemon are not in here. This Mantis Pokemon is one of my favorites from the Gen 7, and it's not here. None of them. Conflay? I forgot what this is. The Lay Pokemon, not in it. The Sand, Ghost Sand, not in. The Meteorite. The koala thing, not in. This fish, not in. All the Tapu Pokemon, not in it. Tapu Koko, Tapu Lele, all these other ones, not in it. Cosmog, not in it. None of them. And all the legendaries and Ultra Beasts. None of them are in the game. Which, honestly, admittedly, is pretty fine because I never liked any of the Ultra Beasts. None of them look like Pokemon at all. But I did like Solgaleo and like Lunala and stuff. And Ultra Necrozma looks pretty darn cool, but that's it. I didn't really care for much of the other ones. But yeah, and no Alola forms. They're all gone. Nothing. So that's it. Those are all the Pokemon that were cut out, and those are all the Pokemon that were included. So if you want, guys, just drop a comment down below on which Pokemon you were upset to leave. Because this is not okay. Like this is a big thing. Like so many fan favorite Pokemon are just not in this game anymore. All the starters are not in the game. All the legendaries not in the game. All the Alola forms not in the game. All the fossil Pokemon not in the game. All the Pikachu clones are not in the game. Like, what is going on? Like, that's just super unfortunate. And the fact that it's only 400 Pokemon. Like, I thought it was gonna be like, I don't know, like at least 700, 800 Pokemon in the game. But 400? That's like less than half, man. Like, that's unfortunate. No legendaries, nothing. They're all gone. So, I don't know, guys. Those are just my thoughts. Those are all the Pokemon that are included and excluded. So let me know how you guys feel about all of this, because this is, to me, this is the most unfortunate news ever. Super disappointing. And I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, especially with the removal of the legendaries, starters, Alola forms. Granted, we're not in Alola anymore, but still, like, what's the point of making forms you can't even transfer them over? The fossil Pokemon, you know, all of them are gone. None of them are here. Some of the cooler dragon types are not here. Garchomp, Dragonite, you know, Salamence, Metagross, Pseudo Legendaries, they were cut, removed, and we can't use them. So that's very unfortunate. But that's it, guys. That's all I have for you today. Just wanted to throw my thoughts out there on what I think of all this, because, like I said, this is the most disappointing news ever. And I don't know. Hopefully things will look up. Maybe in the future, Game Freak will learn their lesson and maybe include the rest of the Pokemon as like DLC or something. Man, I hope. But one can only dream. So thank you guys so much for watching, and have yourselves a great night, and take care.